Good afternoon, children. In the previous class, you had studied chapter metals and non-metals. So, all of you have understood the chapter. I interrogated you, and all of you have shown very good performance. So, I am very happy now, and I know all of you have written question answer. You will send in WhatsApp group and I will check it. Okay. Now children, today we will start new chapter. Name of the chapter is crop production and its management. This chapter is very important because you know food is very important for all living organisms. Why it is important? It is important for growth and sustenance. You must have noticed if you fall sick, there is loss of appetite and you can't take your food and you become weak. And after that, you do not like to do work because there is no energy in your body. All of you know food helps in providing energy. During respiration, oxidation of food takes place and energy is released, and this energy is used by us for our various activities. So, we need food for our growth, for our sustenance, and for carrying out all activities of our day-to-day life. Now children, you know that plants can prepare their food. They are called autotrophs. Auto means self and troph means nutrition. Plants make their food by photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means to combine together or to prepare. During daytime, the plants prepare their own food by photosynthesis. They require carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll to prepare their food. The photosynthesis takes place in the leaf. So leaf is called kitchen of the plant. Plants get carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. In the leaves, minute pores are there called stomata, and the carbon dioxide enters the leaf through stomata, and then water is absorbed by the root, and through the root the water reaches to the leaf through a special tissue called xylem, and in the leaf green pigment is present called chlorophyll. Now in the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide and water combine, and chlorophyll also helps to trap the heat of the sun, and at the end glucose and water is produced. So this glucose is the food. All of you see that plants can prepare their own food by photosynthesis. So they are called autotrophs. But all other animals, including human being, they cannot prepare their food. They are called heterotrophs. In the previous class you had studied. Human beings depend on plants to get their food. Now, to fulfill the demand for food, the prehistoric man used to wander from one place to another place. They were food gatherer. They were flesh eater. They used to eat fruits. They collected it from some other place, so they used to wander from one place to another place in search of food. They were nomadic. But during the bad environmental condition, it was difficult to collect the food. Therefore, they started to settle down near the sources of water like river, pond, lake, etc. Because you know, children, that we need water for growing crops. So from food gatherer, they became food producer. They started to settle their life near the water sources like river, pond, lake, etc. And from food gatherer, they became food producer. They started agriculture about 10,000 years ago. Okay? Now, in this chapter, you will read about the crop production. What is crop production? Cultivation of crops or one type of plants, cultivation of one type of plants on a large scale. एक ही तरह के पौधे को जो हम लार्ज स्केल पे उगाते हैं, इसी को हम कहते हैं क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन. ओके, कल्टीवेशन ऑफ वन टाइप ऑफ प्लांट्स on a large scale is called crop production. And agriculture includes crop production, means not only such crops which we use as our food. This agriculture includes cultivation of such plants also that provide us fibers, medicines, flowers and ornamental plants. Okay, children? And this agriculture also includes domestication of animals. Okay? Agriculture is derived from two Latin words, ager and culture. Ager means soil and culture means cultivation. Okay? So, we will study about the crops in this chapter. We are going to study about the crops, how crops are produced, crop production, and how we can manage the crops that are produced. So this topic is food from plants. We get many food from the plants. 80% food is obtained from a dozen plant species like wheat, rice, maize, etc. Now, in order to maintain a steady supply of food, farmers undertake some systematic activities so that steady supply of food may be possible, because you know the population is increasing. So to fulfill the demand of increasing population, farmers undertake several systematic activities. These systematic activities are used over a period of time for growing crops, and these activities are called agricultural practices. Now, before reading agricultural practices, you should know that on the basis of season, there are two types of crops: Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Kharif crops are grown in the month of June and they are harvested in the month of October. Okay, children? Kharif crops require more quantity of water, so they are sown in the rainy season. Okay? Kharif crops are sown in the rainy season. They are sown in June and they are harvested in the month of October. And they are dependent on western monsoon because they require more quantity of water, like paddy, maize, soybean. These are Kharif crops. And Rabi crops are grown in the winter season. They are not dependent on western monsoon. They do not require more water. So, they are sown in the month of November and they are harvested in which month? They are harvested during April. They are sown in the month of November and they are harvested in the month of April. So, they are called Rabi crops. Okay, children? So, on the basis of season, crops are of two types. You have studied Rabi crops and Kharif crops. Thank you, children.